for question 17 through 20, you're taking the Pythagorean theorem, you're taking radicals, and you're putting them into a certain type of right triangle called an isosceles right triangle, or a 45-45-90 triangle. 45-45-90 triangles obviously have two congruent angles of 45 and then that 90 degree or right angle, which also means that the legs of this isosceles triangle are congruent. So if you remember the relationship, then if I have a right triangle and I know that this is x and this is x, I know that x is congruent to each other because these are the legs. And the length of the hypotenuse is equal to a leg times root 2. So looking at number 17, I'm asking you to find x, which to me looks like a leg because I see that the 10 root 2 is on this side, or that hypotenuse. So if I know one leg is 10, I also know that this leg is 10. Looking at number 18, what would be the length of the leg if the hypotenuse is 10? Now, in this case, my hypotenuse doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like x root 2, but I can set it up to figure that out to where if I'm looking for the leg, which is what it's asking for, I can say that my hypotenuse equals 10, which also equals leg times root 2. Now, in order to get this leg, or that x by itself, I need to undo what's going on over here. And this is being multiplied, so I need to divide both sides by the root of 2. But I have a radical in my denominator, and that can't happen. So I need to undo that. So I should say that cancels, so I'm left with that. And then I need to multiply both the top and the bottom by root 2. So 10 times root 2 leaves me with 10 root 2. And then this root 2 times root 2 on the bottom gives me the root of 4, and I know that the square root of 4 is 2. Again, not quite done. You should be able to look at this fraction and see these two numbers out front here. And it's 10 over 2, or 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 leaves me with 5, and I'm still left with this root 2. So a leg then is equal to 5 root 2. Do a similar process for number 19 as you did for 18. You need to solve for the length of a leg, so use your equation to help you out. And then if you know that for number 20, this is where things get a little tricky as well. If you know that AB is root 7, and you are looking for this, so that means that this is also root 7 because it's a leg. Remember, hypotenuse equals leg times root 2. So your hypotenuse equals a leg, which is root 7, times the root of 2, and continue solving and simplify if you can.